In hindsight, this is a mistake too. The addressing everybody. In the moment, I'm loving it.
Yeah, can you explain why I think it's a mistake?
Spread too thin. Pause.
Yeah,
Spread too thin. We'll talk about it later, but for me, listening to this, how I received that Dave Free shit, how I received just all of these shots about the kid and the family. One, it felt like you was doubling down on the same mistake. Two, it seemed like that was the extent of where you were going with this with him. So I'm looking to hear you expound on your PowerPoint presentation. But I'm looking to see, this battle for me he's shown the inability to focus.
It's hard to focus. I got 1,000 niggas outside.
That's not true. That's not true.
But hold up.
That's not true. That's not true. Hold up for a second. That's not true.
Got it.
Because it's priorities. Nobody expected Drake to respond to Rick Ross.
No, you're right.
Not one person here expected him to say anything to Rick Ross. Future and Metro got their 2 albums out with Like That and got out the fucking way. Weekend I don't have to worry about right this second. There is one huge target in front of you. So yeah, all of these people are shooting at you. But later, we'll get into, everybody is shooting at him. Like Kendrick said, there's too many options as far as who the ops are. At some point, you have to focus on, I think he either slept on Kendrick, which I don't think he did because he never attempted to rap with him, or he was just too prioritized with the field paranoia.
I get the mistake, but I respect the mistake. Like, I get it, though.
You just did it on push-ups.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
You just did it.
I think this was done. I think all of this was done together with push-ups. He did this and then did the whole little stop point. I'm gonna come back after you drop.
Oh, well, if that's the case, that's lazy then.
I think
that was the mistake.
That's the mistake. He underestimated what Kendrick would do. So now I'm thinking, if I got the second half of this song done, once you drop, I'm gonna drop this, and it's gonna shut y'all up for the most part.
And let me not just say, sure, I think he underestimated Kendrick, but 90% of rappers, what he's doing is getting the job done with them. 90% of rappers, push-ups and letting the beat go on and then stopping and bringing it back with this 3-beat switch-up shit. 90% of rappers is taken care of. You can go on vacation. You can go on about your day. He was supposed to know that Kendrick was not that person.
But how do you know that?
Shit,
it's Kendrick Lamar.
It's Kendrick Lamar.
I get that.
You know that if you read the 48 Laws of Power and just know not to sleep on any of your opponents.
Well, then that's different. You don't sleep on nobody. But you're saying
at this point, it's been 10 and 15 years off pure hype and buildup, with Kendrick having shown nothing for Drake to give faith to that. With pure hype and buildup, you should be prepared for this fight. You should have thought of all variables, all options. That silence that you was mocking, that me and y'all fought about, that silence that he was mocking was a grave mistake. Because you was taunting that man, and that man was game planning and strategizing for you. Grave mistake. One of y'all did y'all best to talk to every media outlet, streamer, gossiper, influencer, sneaker salesman that you possibly could. One of those people had a message that they were trying to spread via the internet, podcasters, and anybody else before a record was heard. One person never said a word.
That's true. He fought this game.
So while
he just underestimated, he fought.
So while you was thinking, and I think that somebody somewhere maybe believed, I don't know if Kendrick knows. I mean, if Drake knows Kendrick's writing habits. To me, it felt like he believed Kendrick took a long time to write.
Yeah, he said that.
It felt like he believed that.
But it's not just him that believed that. Think about the Cole record. Cole said that. You one verse every 30 months, etc. This is like a thing amongst them that this nigga don't write as fast. He's not as active.
Yeah, but right now,
so he thought you could use it against him.
But that's a public thing. That's a public perception thing. versus what people in the industry know to be true or can make a phone call to find out if it's
That's
true.
arrogance.
I was about to say.
That's arrogance. Because all of y'all thinking that and saying that. Y'all all worked with this man. Y'all all know producers who work with him. If you really needed to find out his work habits, you could have found that out.
But I also think that
You shouldn't have been-
in the time of war. If I'm Drake, I don't also want to call nobody to ask a question about him that could get back to him.
It's also possible that he normally does take a long time to write raps, but
He
now
just
we got a
locked
different
in.
side.
He was
Like,
inspired.
yeah.
He was like, yo, now I'm focused. I'm locked in. I ain't leaving the studio without 10 joints.
Well, you shouldn't have been mocking the silence.
Agreed. Big mistake.
Huge mistake mocking the silence and huge mistake leaking your plans to whoever you were leaking them to, because Kendrick has his ear to the street as well. And now he kind of knows what he's fighting against before it comes. You kind of rigging your own fight, which is why Kendrick is able to predict everything that would eventually happen in Euphoria.
Bro, if you listen to the AI one, Telemade, that little rant, that little last ending verse, everything Drake said applied to him. Like it all flipped back on you. Walking around moving like you're not in a feud. All of that shit, nah, you following through. If you listen to it as it's progressed, it's almost like it all switched back on him.
That was the other really huge mistake. I'm not going to spend much time on Taylor Made today because he took it back. He took it off the record.
See, I don't even count it no more.
See,
I still count it.
I count if it went out, it count. I don't care if you took it back. That's just like you put something in the air, you say it, you tweet it, whatever. You could delete it. The internet don't delete, so it counts to me.
One man is telling you that he is going to lean all the way into all his cultural currency, all of it, from the Teddy P flip to the West Coast lingo, to the dance bop, to the Bay, to the hypey shit, he was summoned, and one man was gonna point out how you were culturally void all across the board. You didn't grow up with a secret handshake.
Yeah.
You got a Leah tatted on you. You fucking ran to Atlanta to fucking... Quavo said you're good on the top side, but that little...
third verse, yeah.
Surgical...
Yeah.
Surgical, absolutely surgical, and I just don't know why Drake didn't play his hand better.
It has to be arrogance.
Arrogance.
So it has to be, because if you look at it from a Drake angle, I think he looked at it as long as I could win the internet, because this is how he's moved in the past. If I win the internet or court of public opinion via the internet, I'm going to win this regardless.
I mean, let's be clear too, though. The music has been dope.
He doesn't realize the fight he's up against, if that's true.
That's what I think it really was.
And I'm saying that outside of the creative Kendrick rap battle. Actually, let's not even go any further without just giving a round of applause to both of them.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Y'all delivered.
Neutral Budden.